Hello and welcome to games like Age of Empires. Let's start with Age of Mythology. Ensemble Studios, who created Age of Empires, decided to make a spin-off series based on mythological beliefs. So here game takes place in the lost land of Atlantis and focuses on the famous Greek, Egyptian and Norse myths and legends. So to say short, it's an Age of Empires just with a mythological setting. So be prepared to fight almighty Kraken, who isn't that big as legends describe, definitely smaller than your mom. All in all, game is really fun to play and it's must try for every Age of Empires fan. Rise of Nations. Rise of Nations was released in 2003, but despite the age, it still looks really good. I wish that somebody said that about me. Oh, despite the age, he is ridiculously good looking, said to me no one ever. So here you can choose from 18 different civilizations and guide them through 8 different stages of world's history, mostly by pillaging and raping other civilizations, yeah. Game has some unique RTS gameplay elements, including automatic spawning of citizens workers, who automatically look for a task to perform. That is so far from reality. Usually people try to hide from their responsibilities. Other unusual feature is unlimited resources. No, that doesn't mean that you can mine zillions of everything and make zillions of soldiers and then achieve zillion victories. No. Instead of limiting resources, game is limiting extraction speed. So if yours is bigger than opponents, that's what she said, you will probably win. Empire Earth franchise. First part is the most loved by old school players, but let's be fair, graphics are outdated, so if you're not a fan already, you might want to choose another part. So you're probably thinking, hey, I'm gonna try third, newest part. No, that would be a mistake, because I doubt that you want to play a game with user score of 2.8. Yes, out of 10. So let's look at second part of Empire Earth. It's way less outdated than the first and way less terrible than the third. Here, according to a game description, you will become the greatest conqueror of all time. And in reality it could be other way around. You could actually suck at this game and be conquered all the time, just like in real life. Warcraft 3. Warcraft 3 was released in 2002, so it's an old game, but not long ago, in 2018, Blizzard issued an update for it, supporting widescreen monitors, adjusting viewpoint, and making it look like a new game. Warcraft 3 is really fun. It has a great campaign story, great gameplay, and amazing multiplayer with matchmaking system, meaning that you will always find an opponent to battle. Game is still popular, so you definitely will. Bannermen. Alright, this is a shot into the darkness, because game isn't released yet. It will be in the second half of 2018, but I don't want to limit my list because of that, and I think that you will enjoy this mini review anyway. Bannermen is a medieval real-time strategy game that aims to refresh the RTS genre. Game takes place in a semi-fantasy medieval world that has been brutally damaged due to decades of war, starvation, and natural disasters. The goal of a game is to lead your Bannermen to victory and defeat the evil once and for all. Not really that original and refreshing. Game will contain single-player campaign and several multiplayer modes. Everything looks really fun, especially destructible environments, and I will definitely look into it. I recommend the same thing. Stronghold series. The Stronghold series began in 2001. The game focuses on historical setting and especially on the war side of strategy games. Stronghold does still feature an economic side and even features 2 separate campaigns, one economic and one military. Other game modes include one-off missions, both combat and economic, where players must complete specific goals, a siege mode and a free build mode. So where to begin? I recommend you to start with an original game I just talked about. Just be sure to find HD version on Steam, and then slowly and cautiously progress up, because some of the later games are not so loved by players and critics, and by contrary, some are great. I also do recommend Stronghold Legends, Steam Edition, please check it out. Zero AD. Zero AD is a free open-source cross-platform real-time strategy game, which is under development by Wildfire Games. Works on this game began in 2001 as a mod of Age of Empires 2, and later evolved into standalone project, so it's really the game you're looking for. It offers 12 different civilizations. You will advance from village phase over town phase to city phase. These phases represent the size of settlements in history, and every phase unlocks new units, buildings, and technologies. You probably already heard that somewhere. Game looks really good, especially if you keep in mind that games like Age of Empires are rarity nowadays. And if you have a low-end PC, you might think that this game is too modern for your machine, but take a look at the requirements. It's probably not. Lord of the Rings: Battle for Middle-earth 2. Game offers a real-time strategy experience for Windows and for the Xbox 360 users. And that is actually a rare thing. Consoles and RTS games aren't well known to be best friends. Game has a total of 6 different factions, each having their own units and structures along with a preferred type of gameplay. Men of the West, elves and dwarves represent good side of Middle-earth, and goblins, Isengard and Mordor represents evil. But only Mordor and goblins can summon Durin's Bane, the Balrog. No doubt the coolest unit in this game, or should I probably say, the hottest one. Cossacks franchise. Unlike most other real-time strategy games, the Cossacks series focuses on huge confrontations between large armies. However, most of the rest of the game is like a traditional RTS, in that you build a base and gather resources. The first game, Cossacks European Wars, and its expansions were set in Europe in the 17th and 18th century, with the sequel Cossacks 2 Napoleonic Wars and its expansion is set just in Napoleonic era. I do live in a city Napoleon once seized, but sadly I had to Google when he lived, so now you will know too. Ta-da! Free history lesson. Cossacks 3 released in 2016, however, it is a remake of the classic game that originally launched in the year 2000. It looks really good, it has a nice graphics and everything is in 3D. It has randomly generated maps and 5 historic single-player campaigns, and you can create amazing huge battles. Look at that, this is really impressive. And as for now, I have read that it has issues with multiplayer. Some say that game crashes when total amount of units goes over 50-100, and others say that if your connection is lost, you automatically lose the game. Maybe creators will fix that. So if multiplayer and not single player, which is great, is your thing, read comments carefully before buying. Empires, dawn of the modern world. From Middle Ages through World War II. Here you will find an array of historic troops and abilities over land, sea and air. Lead 7 civilizations, fight 3 campaigns, and conquer epic maps and historical battles throughout the history. Convincing voice acting, very nice map design and good graphics. As one said, not excellent but really clear and easy to read. Seems like a nice game, huh? But what are the flaws? Well, people are saying that on Windows 7 mouse cursor doesn't work. RTS game without mouse support is like plane without wings. Like Steven Seagal without dictator's carrot.
Кушай на здоровье, это очень полезно.
It's very good for health.
You can look at it, but it's useless, so be careful. Game is pretty cheap, only €8.49 on GOG.com. Sorry, I can't see how many dollars because I'm from Lithuania and GOG.com only shows me the price in our currency, but I think it's about $10 anyway. So that's it, that's my 10. Please subscribe and help me grow. Thank you and goodbye.